everyone, it's Jordan. In today's video, I'm showing you 3 ways to make macrame jewelry. First, I'm showing you how to make a basic friendship bracelet just like we all used to make as kids. So you'll need some embroidery floss and choose a few colors that you want to use. I did 4 just to keep it easy, and measure out 2 strands of each color at 30 inches each. When you have all your strands cut, just gather them together and tie them in a knot, leaving a few inches at the top. Then either tape this to your desk or use a clipboard like I did, and separate all of your strands, making each side a mirror image of the other. Starting on the right side, pick up the first 2 strings and cross the first string over the second, making a backwards 4 shape, and bring that first string through the loop that you made, pulling it tight. And then you'll need to repeat this one more time. Continue using this technique to knot that first string over the rest of the strings until you get to the middle. When you get to the middle, just lay that string down and we'll start on the left side. You'll do the same technique, just facing the other way. So you'll make the 4 shape, except it's not backwards this time. And you'll do that knot twice on each string, just like before. When you reach the middle, you should have 2 of the same color strings next to each other, and you'll just tie those together in 2 knots. And then continue this process with all of the colors and keep repeating this until you get the length that you want. And if you're still having trouble catching on to this technique, I'm going to leave a link to a great tutorial down below in case you need a little bit more help. When your bracelet has reached the length you want, divide the strings into 3 and just braid them a few inches. And then secure them with a knot and trim the excess. Then just flip the bracelet around and do the same thing on the other side, but undo the knot we did at the beginning and braid the rest and then knot it at the end. Now I'm going to show you a slightly fancier version of the friendship bracelet. This time I doubled up each color to make the bracelet a little bit thicker, and then I did the same knotting technique. Now to sew on beads, you will need a needle, thread, and beads of your choosing. So just thread your needle and then slide 1 bead on. Without letting that bead fall off the other end, you'll pull the needle up through the bracelet and then across and back through. Your bead should be on top of the bracelet now, so slide your needle through the other side of the bead to loop the thread around and lock the bead in place. When that's pulled tight and locked in, then you can go ahead and sew the rest of the beads onto your bracelet. When you've sewn the last bead on, you're just going to make a knot by sliding the needle through the edge of the bracelet and pulling the thread through the loop, and do that a couple times. And make sure you go back and knot the side that we began beading on as well. Finally, we're going to take this same macrame technique to make a necklace. To make this extra wide, I not only doubled up each string but also doubled every color. Besides that, everything else is going to be the same, so just follow the same technique that we've been doing. When you get to the end, trim off the extra string, leaving as much as you want left to hang. To make sure the strings lay flat, take a little bit of glue and just run it through the strings. To finish the top, I did 2 braids instead of 1 and knotted those together. Add some glue to make the knot extra secure, and then trim off the extra. Open up a jump ring and pierce it through the top of your knot. Then just hook it onto a chain of your choice. I used a necklace that I already had because I liked how it looked with the pendant. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these DIYs and maybe were inspired to try a craft that you haven't done since you were a kid. Let me know if you try it out and how it turns out, and I will see you guys in my next video.